Christmas Day. I work overtime with illness. Stomach ache. I asked my wife to give me some change to buy medicine. But she scolded me for being insatiable. I was pretending to be sick to ask for money. I didn't say anything more. Next second, my wife's male assistant suddenly sent a circle of friends. I was also very special. In the picture, it's a dozen books and countless luxury goods. The side story is, where is the money? Where is love? I know it in my heart. This is my wife's confidence to him. Let him challenge me openly. The wife thought that I'll be crazy and cranky as usual. But this time, I'm really tired. Her love has long gone bad. I don't care. I just got home. I ran into my wife Sophia on tiptoe. Smile and tidy David's tie. David is Sophia's little assistant. It's also a regular customer of this family. Think about it. This is the 7th time I've met them like this month. See me back. David didn't panic at all. When I passed by, I also set up the collar on purpose. So that I can see the lipstick on it. Mr. James. What a coincidence. You go home, too. If it had been before. See this scene. I'll be mad for sure. But now I'm not moved. Just a light look at him. Nod slightly. Yes. It's quite a coincidence. See my reaction. David and Sophia were stunned. David thought it was boring. A little bit of lip. Turn around and leave. Sophia is subconsciously open to explain. The natural. He is here to deliver materials. I understand. After all, this excuse. I've heard Sophia say it countless times. Sophia would take advantage of my absence every time. Taking David home. When I found out, I said that David was here to deliver materials. They're just talking about work. In limine. She was a little nervous. Later, it became an excuse for her subconscious. I didn't expect to answer first. Sophia was stunned. Immediately, he took out a bag of medicine from his pocket. Put it in my hand. I just play with him. Husband. Don't think about it. You are the only one in my heart. Didn't you say that you had a stomachache? I bought you some medicine. Looking at the medicine in front of you. I just think it's funny. This medicine. It's too late. I don't need to anymore. After being rejected by Sophia. In desperation. I can only borrow money from my brother. Strong support the patient to buy medicine in the nearby drugstore. After taking the medicine, it gets better. I just took a taxi with the rest of the money. I put the medicine back in her hand. Say coldly. That's okay. Sophia was cold on the spot. The voice was also angry. What's your attitude? It's not that you had to shout about your stomachache before. Let me transfer money to buy medicine for you. Now I bought it for you. You don't eat. What mood are you in? I look at her calmly. Say. No. You are being paranoid. Sophia was more annoyed. Oh, I see. Do you mind the circle of friends sent by Mr. David? Mr. David has a good performance. I'll reward excellent employees. What's the problem? The company's performance is all supported by Mr. David. I got him. It's also for the company's good. What's more, compared with the benefits he brings to the company, these rewards. It's just a drop in the ocean. Don't wait for her to finish. I interrupted. Yes. I understand. You don't have to explain. My piece. On the contrary, it stimulates Sophia even more. She was frowning. Stare at me with displeasure. From entering the door. You're just a bit of a geek. Now it's like this again. What are you doing? My patience is also limited. Is it? But it's clear that she's very patient with David. Before, David overturned his coffee. Dirty her important contract. She just laughs. To me. She was always impatient. But they all decided to divorce. I don't care about that anymore. Think of it here. I said it calmly. In the future. You don't need to be patient. Let's divorce. I'll move tomorrow. Sophia's face was so gloomy that it was about to drip. Because I bought something for Mr. David. You're going to divorce me. I do these. It's all for the company's sake. You are a big man. All day long, I think about fighting for love. Can we have a pattern? At this time. Sophia's phone rings. The call prompt is Dear Little Assistant. No accident. It's from David. After connecting the call. She immediately changed her face. Leave in a hurry. I can't even fight with you. I didn't care either. Enter the house and pour yourself a glass of water. Ready to drink. The mobile phone rings. Take a look. It's a message from the company group. David posted a bunch of photos in it. There is a picture of Sophia rubbing her legs. And a room of luxury goods. The leg is twisted. Miss Sophia specially came to need for me. Be moved. Money and love are the winners in life. I am special. Mr. James. You don't mind. I see it funny. It turns out that Sophia just left in a hurry. It's a rush to rub David's legs. When I have a stomachache. Let her transfer money to buy me a medicine. She would not. Now David just sprained his foot. She was so interested. It's ironic. Colleagues in the group sent expression bags to read gossip news. It's all a strange look. Because it's not the first time that David has provoked me in a group like this. And the reason why he is so arrogant. It's all Sophia's confidence. After all, Sophia is biased. It's not 2 days in a day. Before. Just because David said that he was tired. Sophia just left his work to me. Let me do it for him. She loves David. But I never thought that I would be tired. Later, it's because the partner said a few words about David. She just refused to cooperate. Let our whole project team's efforts go to waste. It's also because Sophia gives David confidence. He dared to challenge me like this. And in the group. Sophia, as always, didn't explain. Let David test my bottom line. If you put it in the past. I'll be angry and noisy. But now. I don't care about that anymore. Look at the pictures sent by David in the group. I just feel bored. It's even funny. David doesn't know yet. Luxury goods from Sophia. It's all fake. Before. After seeing his circle of friends. I found something wrong. Many things Sophia gave to David. It's all limited edition. There is only one set in the country. But unfortunately. I also have a set. It was sent to me by Sophia in order to coax me. So I took a picture of the number on myself and David's luxury goods. Let the good friends in this industry identify. I didn't expect that. Luxury goods of David and I. It's all fake. Think of it here. I sent an electronic document of the appraisal report in the group. Of course I don't mind. I just don't know. Do you mind? After all this. I yawned. I feel sleepy all of a sudden. Think about it like this. I decided to turn off the mobile screen. Turn off to sleep. The next day. It's hard for me to wake up naturally. One is to turn on the mobile phone. I saw a bunch of messages sent to me by Sophia last night. More than 100. The natural. What are you crazy about in the group? There is no end. I just care about Mr. David's leg injury. You should also be jealous. Now Mr. David also doubts that the reward I gave him is fake. Don't you hurt the heart of excellent employees. Withdraw as soon as possible. Apologize to Mr. David in the group. Sophia is still biased and strong as always. Over the years. As long as I have a conflict with David. She always makes me compromise. Even if it's not me. Even if David provokes first. Before. I want to protect our marriage. In order not to embarrass Sophia. Choose to compromise for love every time. Even once. I went straight to David's house. Apologized to him. But now. There's no need for that. I sent a message to Sophia. Sophia. Today at 12 o'clock at noon. See you in court. After distribution. I decided to delete her. After that. I and the real estate agent have determined the time to see the house. After the time is set. I started to pack. I put all the couple items with Sophia in the garbage can. The previous sweet photos are also torn and thrown away. Things full of good memories in the past. Now it seems that. It is an invisible shame. When throwing things. I notice 2 marriage strings in the drawer. I can't help but be stunned. Memory goes back to 7 years ago. When I got married with Sophia. She had to take me to the best marriage temple in the local to seek marriage. At that time, the fortune teller said that our destiny was not right. It's not suitable to be together. Sophia doesn't believe it. It's not about changing your life against the sky. Lang is kneeling and bowing to beg for my marriage handstring. Commitment and my white head. In order to get this handstring. Her knee was bleeding. Couldn't get out of bed for the whole week. I was deeply moved. I'm glad to marry a wife who loves me so much. After marriage. Sophia did have a sweet time with me. She would cook for me after a hard day. Make a hot meal. Also give me a safe kiss at night before I go to bed. Tell me all the love stories in the world. But since David appeared. Everything has changed. Because David didn't like a sentence. Sophia took off the marriage string that she had been wearing for 4 years. Meanwhile. Sophia is also more perfunctory and impatient with me. She no longer uses couple products with me. These are children's tricks. And we are no longer young. But she turned around and put on a couple's clothes with David. He also made a circle of friends. More than this. Sophia had a lot of principles before. Strict in work. And always keep a clear hierarchy in the company. Even if I was her husband. She also sticks to her principles. But she was able to break her own principles for David. She will have a box lunch with David in the office. He would also take him to eat the hot pot he wanted to eat during work. See the movie he wants to see. And these are special treatments I have never experienced. Now it seems that. What the fortune teller said at the beginning was not unreasonable. This marriage is not suitable. It's time we separated. I don't have many things. So it's very fast to pack. I just found out that. I lived here for 7 years. My luggage is not even half full. Most of the things in this family are Sophia's. Over the past 7 years, I am frugal. Use the money saved to buy the best cosmetics for her. Buy the most expensive perfume clothes. Love her as a princess. But what she got was her betrayal and humiliation. Since it is so, then I will take back my heart. Sophia doesn't deserve my love anymore. Just finished packing. I'm going to brush my mobile phone to relax. It turns out that you just turned on your mobile phone. You can see David's updated circle of friends. This is the ceiling of his house. Side story. Family in arms. Golden slumbers. Once, David also sent me a picture of his ceiling. I didn't know what it meant at the beginning. After seeing the red marks on Sophia's neck, I just understood why David sent me that kind of picture. Now he is just showing off to me. It's challenging me. It seems they have made up. You don't have to think that Sophia must have tried her best to coax David last night. And it worked. It wasn't long before the circle of friends started. Sophia just likes it. Who is this family? It's self-evident. I know. Sophia was angry. I ignored her yesterday. Before she got angry, they would live outside. Sometimes I stay in a hotel. Sometimes I live in David's house. She just wanted to worry me, so as to punish me. The most serious one. I even called the police. That day, the police found Sophia at David's home. When you go in, the two were wrapped in towels. Sophia's hair is still wet. She was so angry that she had a big fire. James, are you sick? I'll take a shower at Mr. David's house. You call the police and arrest me. I will never forget how angry I was at that time. How wronged. But my heart is still not moved. I just want to have fun. After leaving the circle of friends, I ordered a takeaway for myself. My mighty had breakfast. After all, filling your stomach is the most important thing. When I finish eating, it's almost time to see the house as agreed with the intermediary. I just cleaned it up. Take the luggage out. Prepare to see the house. As a result, I just went out and met Sophia, who just came back. There were still red marks left on her neck last night. If it was before, I'll be mad for sure. Go up and question angrily. But now, I can't even lift my eyelids. Go straight out. Sini, ignore her. Sophia frowned discontentedly. After seeing my trunk, her eyes are so cold. Where are you going? I said calmly. Got divorced. It's natural to move out. Sophia was stunned. Colder face. Divorce. It's been a night. Why are you still angry? I didn't even say you. Be nice with yourself. Why did you delete me? And why didn't you come to me yesterday? I think it's funny. What do you want? You and David love each other. Move out of my way. I'm in a hurry to see the house. I pushed Sophia aside. Step out of the door. Sophia's eyelashes flutter. There was a bit of anger. James. You stop. I didn't stop at all. She just knew that I was really angry. I caught up quickly. The next second, she just took my hand, pushed me into the house, against the wall, kissed me. It's time for you to calm down. Sophia's tone eased a bit. It's more comforting. Touch my head. I know. She is giving me the step. It was the same before. Every time Sophia makes me angry, they would coax me with some small favors, so that I can get back to her. Occasionally, it's for my next egg noodles. Occasionally, it's a kiss for me. If it was before, I will definitely follow her steps, and I'll be happy that she has me in her heart. But now, when I think about it, she kisses me with David's mouth. I feel sick. Didn't think about it much. I immediately took out a tissue from my pocket and wiped my lips back and forth. It's more about rushing into the toilet and gargling like crazy. Sophia was stunned. Frowning. James. What do you mean? You don't like me. I said it all. Just playing with Mr. David. You are the one. What kind of temper are you still playing? Besides, I've coaxed you. What else do you want from me? In Sophia's tone, full of impatience. I think it's ridiculous. I just want a heart and soul love. In her eyes. But it became unreasonable. There's no need to make me happy. Now I'm gone. It's just a place for you and David. Sini in a cold voice. A flash of panic in Sophia's eyes. But soon it was cold again. You're going, aren't you? Good. Then go. Don't come back. I stop. Go in the direction of Sophia. Her eyes brightened. A flash of happiness. I took the initiative to lean over. I knew that. You're all talking angry in front of you. You just don't want me. Don't wait for her to finish. I've bypassed her. Picked up the suitcase behind her. Turn around and leave without looking back. You are a bastard. Sophia's roar came from behind. And the sound of her breaking the cup. After seeing several houses in a row, I finally rented a small single room. Wait for your luggage. After everything is settled. I left for the company. Nothing else. Just wanted to quit. Let's talk about it. With my business ability. If it wasn't for Sophia, I won't stay here at all. Even less willing to fight for her. Help her finish her business. In order to stay with Sophia, I offered her the chance of promotion. She became a supervisor. I also pushed out the olive branch thrown by many big companies. Wholeheartedly accompany her to struggle in a small company. To be a cow and a horse for her. Sophia alcohol allergy. I took the initiative to stop her drinking. I had stomach bleeding several times. She felt that staying up late ruined her body. Affect your appearance. I worked overtime to revise the plan for her. Even tired of heart disease. Now. I don't want to be a coolie for Sophia anymore. I want to live for myself once. When I quit. I reported Sophia, by the way. Report her abuse of power and making false accounts. When you submit a tip-off letter. I was in a daze. It's hard to match Sophia now with the upright and kind-hearted girl in my memory. Sophia used to be a man of integrity. Full of justice. Don't see the darkness of the workplace. At that time. We are both interns. My plan was copied. The other side slanders me for copying. I was isolated because of it. Beyond dispute. When everyone would not believe me. Sophia believed in me. I still insist on taking the lead for me. Collect materials without eating or drinking. Prove it for me. That's why I've recovered my innocence. That's why. I can't help falling in love with her. But time goes by. The honest and kind Sophia in my memory. It's dead after all. Since David appeared. She covered up David. Indulged David in all kinds of tricks. It's more about using power for personal gain. For David. They made false accounts openly. Before, she begged. I didn't choose to report. But now it's all going. Let me do another good thing for the society before you leave. After I report it. I just met David and Sophia. Come to me side by side. See, it's me. David put Sophia in his arms. He said, defiantly. I meet you again. Mr. James. And Sophia is deliberately holding David's hand. Look up at me. I know. She's trying to provoke me. But I didn't even look at them. Skip directly. Treat them as air. See me really angry. Sophia bit her lip. Excuse me, David. Mr. David. Go ahead. I want to talk to James. David had to leave. And Sophia's eyes were moving. Come to me. When passing by me. She cried out suddenly. The whole person leaned over me. We have been husband and wife for 7 years. How could I not see that she was on purpose? If it had been before. She was about to get hurt. I will definitely rush up without hesitation. Hold her in your arms. After all, I love her as my life. Can't see that she's hurt a little bit. It was because she had a high fever. I couldn't help taking care of her for 3 days. Day and night never closed. Sophia knew that in her heart. That's why I pretended to be hurt. Trying to be pitiful. Win my sympathy. But this time. She miscalculated. When she was about to meet me. I'm leaning away. Let her fall to the ground. Sophia's nose turned red. I got up with a grin in pain. Why don't you help me? I didn't speak. Keep going forward. Sophia just started to panic. James. I fell down. Why don't you feel sorry at all? I was a bit annoyed when I was asked. Say. All divorced. Why do I love you? Sophia's eyes are round. Say. Isn't that your angry words? I've always been very serious. My tone is still cold. Sophia's eyes turned red. James. You've changed. We've had divorces before. But it will be over in a day. But this time. You see me close to other people. But they didn't do it. I was left to fall to the ground. You have nothing to say. I sneer. It's true. Sophia's eyes brighten. Okay. Husband. I know you love me the most. When I get promoted. Let's just. Don't wait for her to finish. I took out a letter of resignation. To her face. The dismissal letter that boss asked me to bring to you. What? Letter of dismissal. Sophia stares in shock. Unbelievable face. It's impossible. How could I be expelled? James. Are you lying to me? I just went to Mr. David's for one night. Are you so online? It's divorce again. It's going to go again. Now I still deliberately cheat me with a fake letter. I turned my eyes speechless. You can ask the boss if you don't believe it. I don't want to talk to Sophia anymore. Turn around and leave. Back to the rental house. I was surprised to find that. The resume I sent to my company yesterday actually passed. My company is the leading enterprise in New York. I didn't expect my strength to be recognized. I was in a good mood. Mimi places a takeaway. A big meal. I just found out that life without Sophia is unprecedented and free. I don't have to live with her vexatious temper all the time. It will not be sad for her and David's intimacy. It's like all the negative emotions. The moment I left Sophia, it was gone. When I was enjoying life at home, there was a loud noise at the door. I'll open the door and have a look. It's Sophia. The moment I saw it, her eyes turned red. Tears in both eyes. Her tone was angry and aggrieved. James. I didn't expect that. It was you who reported me. Why do you report me? Why betray me? I think it's funny. Say. I just did what I had to do. You dare to fake accounts. Are you afraid of being reported? As for betrayal. Didn't you betray me first? You betrayed me for 7 years. What qualifications do you have for criticizing me? Sophia's lips tremble. Mumbling. I didn't. Haven't you? I continued. 3 years ago. You left me with a high fever on the way. Just for David, who was afraid of the dark. 2 years ago. You're trying to stop David from drinking. Our children have been abandoned. And a year ago. You celebrate David's birthday. Openly snub our wedding anniversary. Let me be a joke at the party. I counted Sophia's partiality and betrayal one by one. Say one thing. Sophia's face is pale. To the end. Her face had turned white. She was silent for a moment. Suddenly look up at me. James. You care so much about me and Mr. David. It can't be jealous. Because you are jealous. That's why I ruined my job. Don't wait for her to finish. I interrupt coldly. What is good vinegar? It's just something I do when I resign to report you. Listen to me. Sophia is in a daze. Mouth slightly open. A pair of eyes looking at me unbelievably. I beg your pardon? Resignation. James. What did I do wrong? You don't only report me. I have to resign and leave. We have been husband and wife for 7 years. How can you do that to me? Was it under the marriage tree? Promise never to leave. Are they all fake? See, but I can't. Sophia starts to talk about the relationship between husband and wife. But I felt sick. I had to bear to stop vomiting. How could she have the face to say that? Wasn't she the first to break the oath? Don't be disgusting. From the moment you betrayed me, the relationship between husband and wife has disappeared. Say. I took out the divorce agreement that I had already prepared. Throw it in front of Sophia. I've signed it. Everything is waiting for you. Sophia frowns. Looking at me with displeasure. You're even ready for the divorce agreement. James. I won't sign it. You don't want to leave me. I shrugged indifferently. It's okay not to sign. Anyway, as soon as the calm period of divorce comes, it will leave automatically. Sophia is biting her lower lip. Red with anger. You really need to do so well. I've run out of patience. Get up and drive her away. Sophia is determined to see me. In the end, he signed the contract. James. You'll regret it. One fine day. I'll make you kneel and beg me. After signing. She slammed the door. I think it's incredible. But I still underestimated Sophia's madness. The night Sophia went back, he made a circle of friends with David Guanchuan. The side story is the rest of my life. I would appreciate your comments. In the picture, they are clasping their index fingers, snuggled together. The dove-egg diamond ring on the finger is particularly dazzling. I know. Sophia wants to stimulate me through this. Make me jealous. If it was in the past, I'm sure I'll make a lot of noise. Let her delete her circle of friends. And then kneel in front of her and admit the mistake. Please forgive her. But now. But my heart is still. I just think her behavior is childish and ridiculous. I didn't pay attention. Busy preparing the entry materials in a week. Sophia didn't annoy me. On the contrary, he was very angry. See that I'm not moved. For several days after that, she constantly updates her circle of friends. Enjoy their happiness and intimate photos. He often shows off various luxury goods and famous perfume in the circle of friends. Trying to make me jealous. Mr. David as long as he likes. Super run worth 3 million yuan. What is it? I know that Miss Sophia loves me the most. Some people are really bad stars. Just left. Miss Sophia is a successful entrepreneur. Turn over to be a boss. I can't help wondering. Didn't Sophia get fired? Where is the money from? Where did you get the money to start a business? But it's none of my business. Henceforth, I want to start a new life. Think about it like this. I decided to delete Sophia. Save her troubles like flies. 3 days later, I successfully joined my company. I also met many new colleagues. With their careful help, I quickly adapted to the new environment. Put your heart and soul into your work. My own ability is not bad. Plus willing to work hard. He was appreciated by his boss soon. Be entrusted with heavy responsibilities. He was promoted to the general manager. The future is bright. Although I worked in Mike's company, I was very tired. But mentally, because there was no interruption from Sophia and David. And feel unprecedentedly steadfast and comfortable. I thought. This peaceful day can continue. But it didn't work. On one occasion, I went to the box to talk about cooperation. But I ran into Sophia and David there. At that time, they were full of big brands. Looks elegant. See, it's me. They were all stunned. James. Why are you here? David looked me up and down. Then he raised his chin. Full of disdain. Mr. James. Not for a while. How can you become so down and out? Working as a bartender here. It seems that he left Miss Sophia. You don't do well. Where is the person? The choice is really important. Look at me. Since Miss Sophia. There are cars and houses. There are also endless cards. He shows off both in and out of his words. I just think it's funny. A man who doesn't know. It's still arrogant. Sophia also sneers. Neck up. Look at me from above. James. Do you regret your decision? I didn't expect that. Although you reported me. But I still succeed in my business. Now we have a company. If you had not divorced me. Not so much. You are now the husband of the president. How could you become a bartender here? I am speechless. What bartender? If you don't have good eyes, treat them. I'm here as a representative of the company to talk about cooperation. Listen to me. They seem to hear the joke of Tianda. Laugh out. Representative of the company. It's up to you. Don't be kidding. James. Not for a while. How can you be a liar? Mr. James. You have to make a draft to lie. Who is the representative of the company selling wine with a wine plate? After they reminded us. I just reacted. I still have a wine plate in my hand. When I came here. There was a bartender with a stomachache. I think it's difficult for him. He was kind enough to hold the wine plate for him. Forget to put it down for a while. Unexpectedly, it was mistaken by Sophia as a bartender. But what do they think of me? I don't care at all. I put the wine plate aside. Said coldly. Believe it or not. But now please get out of the way. Don't delay me talking about cooperation. David's mouth is up. Stop my way directly. Mr. James. You have to have a degree to talk big. Say. He sneered. Took the wine plate and threw it on the ground. The wine was smashed to pieces. The wine was all over the place. But David pretended to be innocent. Oh dear. Sorry. The hand slipped. Mr. James. These are your achievements, right? It's going to cost a lot of money. You say? If your manager knows that you broke the wine. How much do you have to pay? Say. He called the manager directly. Turned black and white in front of the manager. Manager. Where did you find the bartender? Frivolous. Just now, I knocked over all these wines. Almost splashed all over us. Do you know how expensive our clothes are? You have to give an account. Otherwise, don't blame me for asking you to pay for my new clothes according to the price. David is still malicious to me as always. I don't know how I offended him. He is going to hurt me like this. And witness the whole process of Sophia. But they are not. I didn't mean to speak for me at all. Manager listened to David. Directly roared. Unbridled. David's mouth is up. It's quite presumptuous. Such unreliable employees. It's time to dismiss. Next second. The manager kicked him out. Come to me respectfully. I mean, you are presumptuous. Blind things. This is not an employee. It's the general manager of our company. Mr. James. It's also something you can offend. When the manager says this. David and Sophia were stunned. They stare at each other. What? The general manager of Mike's company. Just him. How is that possible? What is the virtue of James? I can't be clearer. He can never be the general manager of Mike's company. Don't wait for them to finish. The infuriated manager directly searched my information on the internet. In front of Sophia and them. Open your dog's eyes and see clearly. I saw the column on the screen. James. General manager of Mike's company. Sophia knew that. What the manager said is true. Her eyelashes fluttered. He was silent. And David was looking at me with a gloomy face. Eyes full of grudge and envy. The scene fell into an awkward moment. In the end, I was the one who broke the ice. Robert manager. They broke the wine on purpose. Please check. Let them lose money. Sophia and David pucker. Red face. But soon. David coughs twice. Cold hum way. Pay as you pay. This small amount of money is for Miss Sophia. It's just a piece of cake. Not for a moment. Robert manager calculated the wine price. A total of 380,000. Credit card or transfer. This amazing number makes Sophia face numb. I took a breath of air conditioner. David pretends to be calm. I thought it was too expensive. Nothing more than this. Miss Sophia. Give me the money. But there was a flicker of panic in Sophia's eyes. Start to find excuses. I don't have a card today. The mobile phone just ran out of power. Don't wait for her to finish. I sneer. Yes? You can't afford it. How is that possible? Miss Sophia is the president of the company. More than 100 million. How could you not pay for this wine? Listen to David. Robert manager thoughtfully picks up the mobile phone to search. Company. Are you sure you have this company? Nothing can be found on Baidu. David looks at the empty search interface. Look at Sophia with a bit of doubt. Sophia said it immediately. You can't find it. It doesn't mean there's no. I am a newly established company. It's normal that it can't be searched. I took the opportunity to embellish. Pull it down. As long as the company is registered. You can find it. It is because there is no such company. Say. I look up at David. By the way. You don't know that yet. Sophia is more than a fake company. The money for you. It's also fake. She didn't make that money at all. It's a loan she borrowed. When I watched The Circle of Friends before. I think it's suspicious. I made an investigation. It turned out to be a surprise. I just know. Those luxury goods. She bought them with a loan. She wanted to be rich. I borrowed several million loans directly. Many of them were borrowed in your name. What? Loan. David opened his mouth in shock. Sophia looks away from her heart. I continue to add fuel to the fire. Yes. She not only borrowed money herself. I borrowed a lot in your name. Otherwise. Where do you think she got the money to buy you famous clothes? David was furious. Furious to Sophia. 2 slaps. You mean woman. I thought you had money. I didn't expect it was all loans. What kind of money do you have? It also made me carry a debt. I was killed by you. Break up. You can clean up the mess yourself. Lao Tzu will not accompany you. After knowing that Sophia had no money. David is too lazy to pretend. It directly exposed the gross truth. He pushed Sophia away. He left without looking back. Robert manager takes the opportunity to put the bill into Sophia's hand. Miss Sophia. These 380,000. Remember. Sophia was first identified. And then he was broken up. Now there is also a huge debt in vain. Her body went down in an instant. Sit on the ground. Look at her. I just think it's funny. This is the love you miss in your heart. No more than that. After one's words. I turned to talk about cooperation. What happened to Sophia? Rush up. Hold on to my pants. Voice choking. James. Don't leave. Don't leave me. I have only you now. I was wrong. I'm really wrong. I should not have forced you. With David. After being together. I just found out. David is a waste. It will only cost me. Not like you. He has been the general manager of my company since he was young. James. At the beginning, I was wrong. I know you still love me. Shall we start again? I spurned her. Speechless face. Where can you see that I still love you? Dream. We are over. Move out of my way. But. Sophia didn't give up. And then he came up. Red eyes. Impossible. If you don't love me. How can I come today? You must see my circle of friends. Know that I'm here. So I came here specially. I was speechless for a while. Less self-love. I'm here to talk about cooperation. It was an accident to meet you. Besides. We are divorced. Now it's a stranger. Do you understand? See me go. A flicker of panic in Sophia's eyes. She got up and rushed over. Hold me. Bury your head in my back. Tears fall down. James. I was wrong. Please give me another chance. After all, we have 7 years of love. How can you say no and then no? Are you really willing to? I broke her fingers one by one. Said coldly. You are willing to. Why can't I give up? I am resolute. Sophia pauses for a moment. And then I bite my lips. James. I beg you. Please help me. I have nothing now. It's just you. As long as you help me pay off the wine and the loan. Whatever you want me to do. Ah. Talked for a long time. Finally, I'm showing my true face. Sophia didn't regret my leaving at all. She just thinks that now I have used value for her. She is really selfish as always. I was blind before. Why do you fall in love with such a scumbag? I'm lazy to lift my eyelids. Say it word by word. It's all your own doing. You deserve it. Besides. I have no obligation to help you. Say. I strode away. Before leaving. I didn't ignore Sophia's cold eyes on me. I know. With Sophia's temperament. I won't give up. But I didn't expect that. She would hate for love. Direct internet rumors. I just finished talking about cooperation. My friends sent me a post. Said I was on the news headlines. Let's see. It's from Sophia. She reversed black and white in the post. Rumor about all kinds of dirty water. Say I'm a traitor. Because she was envious, she reported her high position. Destroyed her career. Said I had her secrets. Changed jobs to the right company. Even claimed that I had been in her ignorance. She borrowed several million yuan in her capacity. In 2 words or 3. He made me a villain. Once this post is sent out. Directly on the internet. Netizens are fighting for it. All kinds of abuse to me. Dead man. Report your wife if you don't have the ability. Pull your wife into the water. He also robbed my wife's achievements and changed jobs. Disgusting or not. Namely, he even used my wife's identity to lend money. How can this kind of scum man not die out? He doesn't deserve to live in this world. Crazy public opinion. Netizens are more and more angry. My basic information. Net storm me. They call me crazily and send private messages to scold me. Greetings to my family. He even threw manure at my door. Write the blood words of Cinderella man. Even to the extent that they also found my company. Know that I am the person in charge of my company. He sent the mail directly to my company. Ask my company to fire me. Otherwise, my company will be scolded on the news headlines. Although the boss appreciates me. But under the pressure of public opinion. Or decide to suspend me for a period of time. After knowing that I was suspended. Sophia immediately called me. The tone is full of schadenfreude. James. I heard that you were suspended. Do you regret it? Actually. I don't want to do so amazing. No way out. This is what you forced me to do. Before Ming Dynasty. You are willing to sacrifice for me. Why do you become so selfish now? I'm not even willing to help with the small favor of paying me back. I think it's ridiculous. Selfish. Isn't it always her? See my silence. Sophia thought I gave in. Put forward conditions. James. For the sake of our husband and wife. I'm still willing to give you a chance to make up. As long as you promise to pay me back. Agree to remarry with me. It's not that I can't send a clarification statement for you. But if you don't listen. Then don't blame me for ruining your future. I wanted to say no to Sophia. Save call recording alarm. But I think that. It's too cheap for her. Think twice. I still agreed. That's okay. I can promise you. But you have to come to my house. Let's meet and talk. I can also give you the card myself. Sophia agreed. Soon. Sophia arrived as promised. The face is full of uncontrollable joy. As soon as she came into the house. So he rushed up and hugged me. The tone is jubilant. James. You have figured it out. I knew that. You are reluctant to abandon me. I feel sick under pressure. A smile. Before I was just angry. That's what I'm doing to you. After all, you are the one I have loved for 7 years. How could I not care about you? However. Miss Sophia. When can you send me a clarification? I know you love me. But because of your rumors. I was suspended by my company. During this period. I feel really bad. James. I love you too much. That's the way to do it. You can relax. As long as I get the money. I got the marriage certificate with you. I'll make it clear immediately. Return your innocence. Is it all right? She is cunning. But I'm not here. Let her come today. It was meant to be a routine. Now that's the story. I have achieved my goal. I sneer. Open the bedroom door in front of Sophia. It leads to the reporters who have been ambushed for a long time. Unfortunately. Now you can't get anything. Dear journalists. You all recorded it in front of us. It's Sophia who's been malignizing me all the time. Naturally, journalists will not miss this great news. They are like sharks that smell blood. A swarm of people rushed up. 3 layers inside and 3 layers outside. Sophia is surrounded tightly. They take a picture of Sophia. The microphone is directly connected to Sophia's face. Miss Sophia. Why do you slander Mr. James? Between you. What is the festival? Therefore. Those posted online before were all slanders. Do you admit that? Sophia's face was crushed and distorted. A face of earthy color. A look at me. You betrayed me. James. How can you do that to me? Let the reporter ambush in advance. You have crossed the line. I respond coldly. You are the one who is too much. We are all divorced. You still want to make a rumor about me. Sophia. This time. I will not be polite to you. I'll see you in court. After that. I collected screenshots from the internet. And the telephone recording saved at the beginning. As evidence to attorney. It didn't take long. I filed a lawsuit against Sophia. Accusing her of slander. Claim mental loss from her. Because the evidence is conclusive. I won the case without any surprise. Sophia not only has to apologize to me in court. I also need to pay $100,000 for my mental loss. Sophia was in debt. Now I have to pay for my mental loss. The whole person quickly went down. But what makes Sophia more desperate is still ahead. After that day, the reporter posted her scandal directly to the internet. I have washed away my grievances. It's back to innocence. But she was backfired by the internet. She was cyberbullied. It has become a street rat. People will throw stones and spit on the road. More than this, netizens also specifically told the debt collector the basic information of Sophia. It didn't take long. Debt collectors come to the door, forcing Sophia to pay. Sophia has no money. They just block her door every day. It didn't take long. I got a call from Sophia. She in the phone, choking in the voice, full of crying. James, I was wrong. I'm really wrong. I shouldn't have abandoned you at the beginning. If I could have chosen you firmly. Now it will not be the end. Can you help me for the last time? I'm hurting all over the body now. Today they will come to collect the debt again. I really can't stand it. Go on like this. I will die. My voice is cold. You do it yourself. Who is to blame? Sophia cried more. But we are a couple of 7 years after all. Please. Looking at the relationship between husband and wife in the past. Can you help me? Sophia. From the day you left me for David. There is no love between us. You don't want to find me. It's better to go to David. After all, he was your favorite. You used to spoil him so much. He must be happy to help you. After one's words, I decided to hang up. It said that after I hung up, Sophia really went to David. I want to have a final try. Result. But it turns out that David has a new girlfriend. 2 people in a bar. A big smile. Sophia asks for David. For the sake of helping her, David called security directly. Throw her out. What can I do for you? Where are the crazy women? I don't know you at all. Sophia was furious. Go up and fight with David. I will become like this. It's all your fault. You are the culprit. How can I be happier? I won't allow it. It's even more furious at the back. She picked up the ashtray. Smashed David in the head. It was smashed into a vegetable. Sophia was jailed for that. Spend the rest of your life in prison. When I was in prison, she offered to see me. I was cold and refused. Missing. After. She didn't give up. Send me the envelope. James. I was wrong. Now I know how good you were to me. Can you wait for me? When I come out, we will remarry. This time, I will love you very much. I feel sick. Tear up the letter and throw it away. I've been waiting for 7 years. She didn't repent. Now it's time to regret deep love. It's too late. This time, I will not wait for her. I want to start my own life.